NEOM City. The line starts when Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman announced the launch of NEOM, the futuristic megacity, at the conference Future Investment Initiative in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on 24th October 2017. The project's promoters aspire to brand new land with a plethora of unique development opportunities that could contribute to making NEOM a global hub for trade, innovation and knowledge. The creative class around the world has been invited to participate in creating NEOM with promises of a new life in a beautiful, nature-free place and an independent economic zone with its laws, taxes, regulations and no restrictions. Future technology in transportation, growing and processing food, healthcare and the Internet of Things, digital air, all should contribute to providing NEMO's residents with a unique lifestyle. Let's take a look at Saudi Arabia's most controversial megaproject, NEOM. The story of NEOM City starts to be narrated by experts, journalists and even by the regular people when Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman announced the launch of NEOM on the sidelines of a 3-day conference named Future Investment Initiative that took place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on Tuesday, 24th October 2017. The Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Deputy Prime Minister and Chairman of the Public Investment Fund (PIF), announced the launch of the NEOM to be, in his vision, a short gateway into the future, or in other words, a destination for dreamers of the future. Such a future the Prince dreams of is like nothing on earth, where the new way of life, strategic trading location, picturesque nature and beautiful weather, innovation, technology and livability are at its core. Saudis are branding NEOM City as a place for dreamers, confirming that it is not for conventional people or conventional companies, but it's designated for those who want to create a new place in the world. NEOM location. A strategic location has been selected for NEOM City along the country's Red Sea coastline, adjacent to the beautiful views of the Gulf of Aqaba and near the Suez Canal, where maritime trade routes exist. The reason for the location selection is the plethora of unique development potentials which will contribute to making NEOM as a global hub for trade, innovation and knowledge. The geographic location with its topography and climatic characteristics have contributed to selecting the new land for establishing NEOM, with pristine nature, dramatic mountain backdrops which are covered with snow during winter, and uninterrupted coastline with untouched beaches and coral reefs, several spectacular islands, peaceful desert, mild temperatures, Red Sea breezes, and above all of these are the beautiful views across the Gulf of Aqaba and the Red Sea. The future of urban living. The line is a civilizational revolution that puts humans first, providing an unprecedented urban living experience while preserving the surrounding nature. It redefines the concept of urban development and what cities of the future should look like. No roads, cars or emissions. It will run on 100% renewable energy and 95% of the land will be preserved for nature. People's health and well-being will be prioritized over transportation and infrastructure, unlike in traditional cities. Only 200 meters wide but 170 kilometers long and 500 meters above sea level. This line will eventually accommodate 9 million people and will be built on a footprint of just 34 square kilometers. This will mean a reduced infrastructure footprint, creating never-before-seen efficiencies in city functions. The ideal climate all year round will ensure that residents can enjoy the surrounding nature. Residents will also have access to all facilities within a 5-minute walk, in addition to high-speed rail with end-to-end transit of 20 minutes. A revolution in civilization. The line will tackle the challenge facing humanity in urban life today and will shine a light on alternative ways to live. We cannot ignore the livability and environmental crises facing our world's cities, and NEOM is at the forefront of delivering new and imaginative solutions to address these issues. NEOM is leading a team of the brightest minds in architecture, engineering and construction to make the idea of building upwards a reality. His Royal Highness Mohammed bin Salman, Crown Prince and Chairman of the NEOM Company Board of Directors. Unparalleled access to nature. Our progressive design offers immediate and uninterrupted access to nature within a 2-minute walk through its diverse open spaces suspended on multiple levels. Equitable access to pristine views of the surrounding landscape of nature, mountains and sky for all, avoiding urban sprawl thanks to a reduced infrastructure footprint. Clean air for everyone. The city will be zero carbon through the elimination of carbon-intensive infrastructures like cars and roads. It will operate on 100% renewable energy, including the operation of its industries. The integration of nature and open spaces throughout will serve an important role in purifying air quality. More time to spend with loved ones. Everything will be accessible within a 5-minute walk, and an efficient public transport network will offer end-to-end journey in just 20 minutes. Automated services will be powered by artificial intelligence. Amenities nearby will mean residents see family and friends often through spontaneous encounters. The perfect climate all year long. To ensure the establishment of microclimate spaces, the environment has been carefully designed to allow for an optimal balance of sunlight, shade, and natural ventilation. Furthermore, the green open spaces throughout the city will further enhance the comfort of those living, working, and visiting here. World-class quality of life, where the best and the brightest live. A place of unparalleled social and economic experimentation without pollution and traffic accidents, coupled with world-class preventative healthcare so people will live longer. Places to prototype business. Built around humans, not technology. A cognitive city that predicts and reacts to what we need, not the other way around. Zero-gravity living will mean a higher density footprint creates a richer human experience and new business opportunities. Some 380,000 jobs will be created by 2030. The environmental solution to urbanism. Our zero-car environment is part of a 100% sustainable transport system with zero pollution and zero wait time. Reduced commutes will create more time for leisure. Not paying for expenses like car insurance, fuel, and parking will mean a higher disposable income for citizens. A community inventing the future. Advanced tech planning, logistics, and modular construction will enable efficient delivery of the line, and the community will live close to and in harmony with nature, which will be 95% untouched by urbanization. Our vertical garden city will mean you're always only 2 minutes from nature. Neighboring countries. NEOM is planned to be a futuristic megacity spanning 3 countries: Egypt, Jordan, and Saudi Arabia. This location is expected to facilitate the zone's rapid emergence as a global hub that connects Asia, Europe, and Africa. It will also serve as a gateway by building the King Salman Bridge that will span the Red Sea and link Egypt and Africa with Saudi Arabia. It's worth mentioning that the Egyptian and Jordanian media did not disclose the plans for NEOM. NEOM community. The community of NEOM is a topic that interests them with several issues: Saudi traditions and religion, the 2030 Saudi vision, the Saudi young generation, women's rights, and the expected new citizens. The robots, the creative population, and the investors all together will shape the social features of the NEOM community. Robotics and future technologies. Sophia, the first humanoid robot in history that has official Saudi nationality and is recognized as a Saudi citizen. This event was accompanied by a media frenzy that reflects Saudi Arabia's interest in and adoption of technological developments. The Saudi leadership's vision to make NEOM a city of robots to be the first city that has more robots than the human population. This is a kind of city branding of NEOM in the image of the futuristic city that has been seen several times in science fiction movies, where robots are serving people and carrying out all the required tasks with the utmost precision, sincerity, cleanliness, and order. Masayoshi Son, in the conference of NEOM, explained that the use of robots would make people's lives better and happier when they have the time for what matters, and above all of that will give Saudi Arabia leadership in the future. Mark Rybert, the investor and CEO of Boston Dynamics, who is proud that robots are his specialty, explained how robots would be utilized to build a city, populate it, and perform a wide variety of services. NEOM, in his words, will be a different kind of place to live, where robots are helping in security and delivering things. Population has become a force to be reckoned with. Creative citizen or group term is used to refer to the people whose economic value is to innovate new ideas, technology, or creative content in a specific domain. A world-scale project like NEOM will help to build and develop robotic technology that will have a big impact on both the population of NEOM and all mankind. This will have a big impact on both the population of NEOM and all of mankind. The investment in robots will be an essential pivot in developing NEOM, and as the robot engineers need to come, implement their technology and create generation robots for robots. Mohammed bin Salman recognizes the challenge of making a reality out of a dream. In addition to the fact that attracting investors from around the world and companies to create NEOM will take a long time, and investors do not have the patience to wait for a long time. For that purpose, Mohammed bin Salman has announced that NEOM will operate as an independent economic zone with its own laws, taxes, and regulations, in addition to clearing all the restrictions. The regulations will be formed in a way that encourages the business and will be designed for the first time by the business people. NEOM lifestyle. The NEOM has aspired to be the safest, most efficient and most future-oriented and the best place to work and live in. This is how NEOM is branded in visual and social media. Branding the city is the process that aims to communicate the city's image and values to the world in a creative way. In the case of NEOM, there is no existing city. Rather, there is an imaginary vision of a futuristic city and livable place for humans where people can enjoy a new way of life that is healthier, happier, free from stress, and where people can have more time for the things that matter for life. Moreover, the NEOM image has been branded as a place where a person can live with pioneers and thinkers who have committed themselves to the responsibility of changing the conventional way of life to another that is more modern, liberal and civilized. New technology. The future technology employed in transportation, growing and processing food, healthcare, internet and digital air all should contribute to creating a unique lifestyle in NEOM. Transportation will depend on multiple mobilities from automated driving to passenger drones, in addition to the city's street design that encourages walking and bicycling. Digital air is a free wireless high-speed internet that will be available all the time. In addition to the net zero carbon houses, world-class continuous online education, the use of renewable energy, robots, etc. All of these facets reveal the leadership's vision of technology and artificial intelligence. The city will be built on the newest technology of today. The opportunity is unimaginable, the Crown Prince said. On the other hand, the project has been heavily criticized by analysts worldwide. The Italian journal Diageo mentioned that the purpose of NEOM is the advertisement, just as Qatar did with PSG or Abu Dhabi did with opening the new Louvre. The goal is simply to show the world a reliable and a positive image, but nothing promised will be realized by 2030, Mergia 2017. Mark Rybert, CEO of Boston Dynamics, think that the biggest risk is to convert what Saudi Arabia is today into a place where all world technologies come through. In this context, Klaus Kleinfeld, former chairman and CEO of Arconic Alcoa Incorporated and Siemens AG, said that the world is in a period of drastic change. Comparing today with the transformations of the past makes the future unpredictable, but there is a chance to create this future in NEOM. New jobs and new positions will be requested in the future to the new technology, as Klaus Kleinfeld added that the risk is not going through only structure or technology, but also human structure. NEOM image branding. Branding is the term used to identify how much the sold items, goods or service is different and able to compete with others. Branding aims to create an emotional attachment, a feeling of involvement, and high-quality physical features. When it comes to city branding, it is defined as shaping an urban imaginary for a place that represents feelings and perceptions about urban image and life. City branding becomes mandatory to survive in a global that has been imposed with economic competition. A city function must consider the different requirements of employment, industry, housing, public transportation and recreational attractions, in addition to the values like people's experiences of the city and its appearance. Each city can succeed in branding itself when it focuses on its comparative advantage either in history, attractions, lifestyle, place quality, tourism, economics or demographics. These may be serious indicators for the Saudi Kingdom to deliberate on the decision of establishing NEOM, putting strategic studies on the plan based on the current economic, social and political situation. Branding NEOM is an essential step in, and it probably aimed to attract investors and the creative class in the initial phase of this huge project. Since the city has not yet been built, there is no room to talk about tourism now, but it is an inevitable step forward. Economic situation. The Saudi leadership seeks to diversify its economy in the long term by enhancing and developing the Saudi existing cities as infrastructure side by side to build new communities. Moreover, there is an indirect purpose for building NEOM, which is to minimize GDP leakage by inviting Saudi and non-Saudi people who are living in Saudi Arabia to invest locally rather than investing outside and causing GDP to exodus because of limited local investment opportunities. New investments will be encouraged, as well as investments that rely on natural resources such as wind, sand and solar energy. The success of this project depends on its sound vision and the availability of financial agency that can be realized from two sources: the Saudi side, which depends on its ability to provide financial liquidity and the possibility of attracting huge investment opportunities and a desirable lifestyle. This is in addition to popular support and support of friendly countries. The kingdom is facing challenges, both at the present and in the future, and if its leaders want to succeed, they will have to follow scientific steps and be careful and credible in addressing future threats and weaknesses. Thanks for staying till the end of this video. Share your thoughts or comments in the box below. See you next time.